You know, a good rule of thumb in life is when we apply to forecasting. You take it one day at a time. We're still several days away from the weekend watching this winter system evolve, and as it does develop, there remains uncertainty because of the exact storm track that low pressure takes along the Gulf Coast. A farther inland track, well, that brings in more warm air, limits any freezing rain or sleet threat, and brings in just cold rain. However, if that track stays along the coast and it's a little bit weaker low, well, more of that cold air comes into play and potentially a longer duration of freezing rain and sleet locally starting Saturday and especially Saturday night as deeper moisture moves in. So again, let's not let down our guard and just stay aware and be aware of the fact that just a small change in temperature, both aloft and at the surface, is the difference between icy versus wet. And that's what we're watching. And the reason why the National Weather Service proactively has already put out a winter storm watch for most of our viewing area starting late Friday night and through at least Sunday evening. The bulk of that rainfall and mixture falling late in the day, Saturday through Saturday night. So here we go. Rainfall out there currently on this Wednesday evening. Most of that's going to start moving away rather quickly. The widespread nature of the rain that happened about an hour ago starting to wind on down, and the back edge is just back to the west as the cool front eases on by. So by sunrise, most of the rain is out of here. The rest of your day Thursday looking pretty good. It's a cloudy, chilly start to the day Thursday. Rest of the day has some clearing. Temperatures back in the low 50s with some late day sun coming back. Overall, a nice day before things start getting a little bit more interesting for Friday and the weekend, which, speaking of Friday, it'll be chilly early on, 30s to around 40, a couple of sprinkles here and there, mainly down to the south during the day. But temperatures late day on Friday only reaching the 40s, that brisk northerly wind kicking in, making it awfully chilly. The first chance of any wintry mix moving in could occur as early as the first half of Saturday, but this amount looks to be light to start with. But when it's this cold below freezing, it just takes a little bit to make it slippery. And again, that pink represents a mixture of freezing rain and sleet and a little bit of light snow for the northern counties before the bulk of the moisture moves in late day. So again, I really think it's going to start light, and then later in the day, Saturdays, when the real push of moisture starts to move in. Now, I've looked at the latest GFS model that has come in this evening. It's still rolling in, so this is the late afternoon version. It continues to show a prolonged period Saturday of us in the pink, means freezing rain and sleet lasting a little while longer. It doesn't show much warming at the surface because there's a flow east to west, keeping it cold or below freezing. More of the snow moved off far toward northern counties up towards I-40, so a prolonged period potentially of some freezing rain and sleet occurring. Now, it does indicate that during the day on Sunday, you notice some pockets of green, temperatures jumping above freezing for a little while, which may start limiting any ice accumulation. That, of course, would be a good thing. And then a bit of a mixture as colder air comes back in, bitterly cold air, back Sunday night, early Monday, which could again cause any refreezing for many areas. However, the European model has been favoring for consecutive model runs now a warmer solution. Therefore, what begins as a mixture through Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, transitions a little quicker to a cold rain. Now, of course, anytime you're dealing with an ice storm, you want warmer temperatures and not a lot of icing. So this will work more in our favor if this transpires. This shows that temperatures may go above freezing Saturday night into Sunday and limit any icing. So it'd be a cold rain instead of an ice storm. However, if that warming does not occur, then we could be dealing with a prolonged duration of freezing rain and sleet and therefore ice accumulation. That's going to be critical for the next several days, watching to see if that warming trend is true or if the cold temperatures stick around. Either way, bitterly cold air, the coldest air of the season, arrives Sunday night, Monday, bringing about another issue with temperatures near single digits by Monday night, early Tuesday. This is a European model showing that before any warming takes place, there could be some icing to begin with. So initially, you notice all that decimal points, but still a quarter, half inch, up to an inch of icing. That's a lot of weight on power lines, on tree limbs, and could cause some issues. Again, any longer duration ups those numbers. So again, this is why we got to watch this very carefully, not to let down our guard for especially Saturday night into early Sunday. Watch to see if that warming starts to take place. A lot to watch. But for tomorrow, on Thursday, clouds early, any showers ending early, low 50s and some late day sun, getting colder on Friday. There's that wintry mix chance for Saturday on through Sunday. I do have the projected temperatures above freezing Sunday, which would be very beneficial, but it's followed by the coldest air of the season so far through early next week.
Thank you, Dave.